Julie Sizemore is back in the kitchen with us from Creative Cake Supplies in Green Bay. I get questions all the time. Now, there was this lady on, and her store sells all this different cake stuff and, you know, candy making stuff. This is the lady, and her store is the store. And you also offer classes all the time.
We do, and we have candy making, cake pops, cake decorating, cookie decorating, my personal favorite. And a lot of people say, well, why do you want to spend so much time on that? And for me, that's therapy.
It's fun.
It is.
You know, especially winter is long, 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 long,
Yes.
long in Wisconsin. And now we don't have the Packers to root for until, you know, next season. So, you know, get out of the house, do something. Take a class with a friend or go yourself. You can meet people. I know I've heard nothing but that your classes are a hoot and a half.
And the more that you take classes, the more you learn, not only from the instructor, but from all the other people that are in the class, experiences that they've had, and those are the experiences I found more valuable sometimes, is if someone comes up with an idea and it's like, well, why didn't I think of that? You know, I've been making it harder for myself for 5 years. Where were you 5 years ago?
Right, exactly. I get emails about that all the time with great tips and things, and I love it. I bring it. All right, so chocolate-covered pretzels. I've seen these like in upscale department stores or real fancy candy stores.
Sure, if you
they
even go
so
up
good.
into Door County,
yes.
or you go online and you want to order them, and then when you add them to your shopping cart, you're paying $8.95 shipping, and they're upwards to $4 or $5 for one. So we'll show you how easy it can be. Now, we carry a bulk caramel in the store. It comes in a pound or 5 pound loaves.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to start with today. You can make them smaller. These are just the smaller pretzel rods you can get in a bag.
Okay.
And then these are the ones that you can either get them in a bucket, or you can get these in a bag.
Okay.
I like to buy them in the bucket. I can see them a little better, but then if you don't need a lot, then a bag will do you.
Okay, then you mean they don't break as much as they're in the bucket?
Well,
yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And then if you have broken ones, just make smaller pretzels. You're going to dip them. You're not going to see them anyway.
Sure.
So what I did was I started out and I just rolled the bulk caramel into like a snake.
Okay.
And then, you know, and a lot of people say to me, well, I don't want to melt the caramel. You don't have to melt the caramel. If your caramel has a stiff enough consistency, just roll it into a rope.
Okay.
You can roll it on like a barber pole and twist it like this.
That's kind of fun. Okay.
Just attach it to the end and twist it around.
So no baking. This is for me. And this, again, these make great favors for a party or a shower, or just a great thing to do with the kids in the afternoon on a weekend. They're saying I'm bored. Okay, that's easy.
Yeah, and if it's ugly, you just eat your mistake.
Are you saying mine's
It's a
ugly?
win. No.
I think it's beautiful.
Now the other thing is, if you just want to lay it across the top and you don't want that swirl, you can just lay it on like that. I like to have like that little barber pole look to it.
Looks fancy.
Now what we're going to do, this is where the gourmet part comes in. Now obviously, you know, because people come in and say, how many pretzels can I get out of a pound? Depends on how generous you are. Depends on how far you want your caramel to go. Now this is where the fun comes in. So this is a cappuccino filling that we sell. We sell this in all different flavors. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a caramel cappuccino, and I'm just going to squeeze some cappuccino filling. And now if you were making like a filled candy, you would just use this in a mold that you've painted. Now this, I'm going to drizzle some dark chocolate
it's getting better
over.
and better. And these are, again, the disc, the melting disc, the dark chocolate disc.
And I have it pre-melted. Now you just want to let a little bit of your excess chocolate drizzle off the end, because this will keep you from having a really big puddle.
This is fun, though.
And then you just lay it out onto a piece of parchment paper and let that set for a second. Now I'm going to top it with a little bit of espresso candies that we carry in the store for making like a bark or a crunch. But what you want to do is when you're adding something to the top, the weight of it will actually drag your chocolate off, so you need to let that set for a second.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to have you make a Mounds or an Almond Joy, depending on if you use milk or dark chocolate. Now this is a pre-made coconut filling that we carry in the store for making your own Mounds or Almond Joys. So you're going to take your caramel pretzel and then press some of your coconut dough onto the caramel.
Okay, and this is a lot. We probably don't need all that dough, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then if you can either do one of two things. If you want to take whole almonds and lay it onto your coconut filling ahead of time, or you can use that as a garnish. Depends on how you want it to look.
So basically we can dip this now?
Yep. Now you want to drizzle that your chocolate over that.
And then maybe press the almonds in here. Ooh, yum. And so many ideas. You've got a mint one that we could work on, chocolate mint.
I used a little bit of the Luran flavoring to add. and to my green chocolate, so it tastes like creamed mint.
Very fun. And we've got a bunch of varieties there on a plate, so sky's the limit on this. Call Julie at Creative Cakes or go to their website, sign up for some of their fun classes, and or just stop in the store. They'll be happy to help you out. Thanks, Julie.
Thank you, Anne.